the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. This is the first they're seeing of the Warriors here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them.
They had some real back-and-forth battles last year. Hopefully we see more of the same going forward.
Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Golden State.
One of Green's many advantages is how quickly he gets off the floor.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Outside McCain. Mobley on a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Green. The three is up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
Now here's Green. Crafty move. And it's hammered home by Green.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Banked it in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's SGA. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied. It just continues to elevate his game year after year.
He got the big one to tie it up, but really wanted to put them in front.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Brian, back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now Carrington. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Left side, Green. Pass to Kessler. Mobley on the screen. To the middle. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ. That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Clowney. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Carrington. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. And the Warriors making a switch here.
Substituting on the court.
1:11 left now in the first quarter. Outside, Williams takes the three. He can't hit that time. The Warriors lead by 4. Outside Carrington. And that one is hammered home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass on the layup.
On the interior hoops, this man has so many moves to account for.
Here's Carrington. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Out left to the wing. Here's Saraf. There's the drive. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Warriors on top, up 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it.
Warriors ball.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Warriors. Leading by 5. To the left wing. Pass to Şengün. Here's SGA. SGA doing his thing in close.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though. Winning the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings in the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
Both teams will make substitutions, and he'll be shooting his first free throw. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. but you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Here's Banchero. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
And SGA throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Mobley on a screen. Lets it fly. Banchero no good.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Now into the lineup for Sacramento, number 22.
Kings trail by 8. Pass to Kessler. Outside McCain. From deep. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and the putback. Kessler's got his first bucket in this one.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Banchero outside. Mobley on a screen. Inside. Strother grabs a miss. The Warriors lead by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 20 points for him.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
And here's Green from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. SGA surveying the D. Okay, hello. SGA with the hammer.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A minute 37 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Carrington. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Mobley, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Golden State.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
To the paint. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Banchero driving hard. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
To the wing, right side. Outside, SGA. Driving in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Kessler. Well, we've seen him miss a couple from the line. He's 2 for 4 so far. And he sinks the second. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Warriors. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Last season, Richard, the Kings traded away De'Aaron Fox after 7 years with the organization.
And remember, they chose to trade Tyrese Halliburton in an attempt to build around Fox. And now they're both gone. Sacramento is right back at square one.
Newell pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 15. Down low. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Mobley. Pass to McCain. Shoots over Şengün. McCain's shot is off.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's SGA. It's stolen by Green. Throws it up high. Mobley, no good.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses. Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Pass to Mobley. Outside McCain. Shot clock at 5. 4-3. They grab their own miss.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Newell. Outside, SGA. Second chance shot. And that one drops for him. SGA's got 33.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
And the basket is good.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. And SGA has got the ball here for the Warriors. Shot from the top of the key. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Outside Dick. Murray. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And he makes it on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 35.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Left side Dick. Newell pulls it in. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded by Vucevic. Malawatch. And he goes in for the dunk.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Timeout for Golden State.
And it's Sacramento's ball. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
That's tipped.
2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Clowney's got his first points in this one.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Here's Golden State. They're on a 16-4 run. And there's the screen. Carrington no good. Over to the left wing. Outside Dick. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's SGA. And SGA throws it down.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Pass to Saroff. Picked by Murray. Outside Dick. Let's go with a 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops. SGA's got 39.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Green. 10 points for him. To the middle. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a commanding lead to end the quarter.
The Warriors, 63.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Golden State calls timeout. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes, but the three-point line was only like above the break. Teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And so here's Sacramento. Right side Green. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pass to Strother. Drops in the 3. Strother's got his first 3 points of the game.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And that one's good. Green.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Golden State calls timeout.
Substitution for the Warriors, number 21.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. Pass to Strother. Here's Lopez. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The assist.
And using that size to his advantage. I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Now here's Mobley. Outside, Green. Mobley on a screen. 4 on the clock. And it's hammered home by Green.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammates. Overall, they've done a good job of taking care of the ball and limiting mistakes.
Here's Dillingham. To the inside. And finished off by Kessler.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And SGA gets it to go. SGA's got 41.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
And Williams punches it home.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his balance, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
You don't want to jump with Jalen Green. That's rule number 1. And rule number 2, you don't want to jump with Jalen Green. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Warriors ball.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's SGA. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act. He was getting himself to the line more consistently in the first half. We'll see if he ramps his intensity back up.
And Mobley throws it down.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And it's Green off the drive. Kessler. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing. Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
It's SGA with a drive. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. He shoots it. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. He takes it in. McCain's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Inside, here's Mobley. Soft touch off the glass.
This is Mobley's zone. He's got all the size he needs to dominate this paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Kessler. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
And Mobley throws it down.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Into the lane. And Mobley throws it down.
Using his stride so well, Mobley taking some big steps to get his shot.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Back to Green. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.